Welcome back. This is part 2 of legal advice. In this particular case, we want to chat about how to use legal advice. Now, full disclosure, as all of you ought to know or should know, I'm not a lawyer and I do not dispense legal advice. However, I'm going to impart to you some of my experience of what I've seen works really well with how clients work with lawyers and perhaps some areas where needs to be a little bit of improvement. So the first thing I would say is, prior to involving your lawyer, develop your thinking very clearly and lay out your objectives, what you want to achieve. And then involve legal counsel early. Don't get me wrong. We're not asking legal counsel to start drafting legal agreements on partially conceived ideas. You would certainly want the business terms clearly laid out and agreed to between the parties before doing that. However, the reason you want them involved early is to consult and get some preliminary advice, and do that for 2 reasons. The first reason is they are your trusted advisor, and by having them involved early, they'll understand the logic behind why certain business arrangements are being done before they start their drafting. That will help them out immensely. The second reason is you want your business arrangements to be practical. Think of yourself as a real estate developer and you're going to build a building. So you hire an architect who comes up with an elaborate design. You actually will want the general contractor to work with the architect ahead of finalizing those drawings, because the general contractor is going to understand what's constructible, the cost, the practicality of the design. So your lawyer is like that general contractor who's going to have to execute on the creative ideas that the intermediary and the owners come up with together. Get them in early and it will keep the architect from getting his client into trouble. The next thing I want to talk about on legal advice as well is who makes the decision. And at the end of the day, it's you as a business owner. That's the only person who can make the decision. Don't get me wrong, many lawyers have gone on in brilliant careers as board of directors and leading companies and what have you. But in this particular case, their role is your lawyer. And the key part of their role is risk management and identify risks for you as well. But at the end of the day, it is you that has to make the decision. Making all your decisions based solely on the legal advice would be similar to perhaps having your quality control director or your safety coordinator run the company. Don't get me wrong, critical advice from all of those parties, and ignore that advice at your peril. But at the end of the day, you have to look at your overall objectives, understand that there's risks in everything you do, and make the most prudent decision you can based on that advice. Next month, we're going to talk about a different topic, and that's going to be diversity for your business. Look forward to that. Thank you very much.